Well, we do have our first guest. Paul Bamba is in studio with us.
In the building.
Danny, he's got the tough assignment of taking on,
Love Island's very own.
Love Island's very own.
Mr. Tommy Fury.
But, he is the brother of Tyson Fury.
Yes, he is.
The current heavyweight champion. And I say that as if to say there's only one, and that is Tyson. I know that Usyk's done what he's done, but they're going to have to meet. Paul, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining us.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
No, man, appreciate you taking out the time from training. So you relocated from, what, Brooklyn, is it?
So Manhattan, Lower Manhattan.
Okay. And you're just holding camp out here in Vegas.
Yep.
So you're taking this fight with Tommy serious.
100%.
How'd you even get this fight? I mean, he's like, who's Paul? I'm like, bro, it's so crazy. I reached out to Paul for one of my events. I know you're an entrepreneur, and we tried to do something, it didn't work, and then I'm like, whoa, Paul's got the Tommy Fury fight.
Yeah.
So how'd this come about?
I believe Serafina, she's a matchmaker.
Okay.
She hooked it up.
Okay, shout out to Sarah. People don't like giving her credit. Look at that. This is a big assignment.
Yeah, she definitely hooked it up. And then she just told me to take it very seriously, asked me if I wanted it. I said, hell yeah. And then here we are.
What weight is the fight at?
175.
Flat.
And he's a 175. And he's always been a light heavyweight. But you don't have an extensive background, I'm assuming.
In boxing, no.
Yes.
I have about 4 amateur fights and then 7 pro fights now.
Okay.
Kind of learning on the go.
So when did you decide to pick up boxing?
I was homeless in New York when I was 25, and then I kind of got into it in Morris Park in the Bronx. Superman Davis, he has a gym called Morris Park Boxing Club. They let you spar for, you got like $10 a round. And that's
What? If you could last the round, you get $10.
Yeah, and then that's how I started feeding myself. And then I just got into it. I wasn't like really.
Wait, we gotta go and rewind. So what happened at 25 that you're homeless in New York City?
I had just gotten out the Marine Corps, and then I tried doing the school thing. It wasn't really for me. I partied a bit
But if you just got out the Marine Corps, where's your parents at?
I'm an orphan. I grew up like in the system and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with my father now, but I don't really have a relationship with my mother. So when I got out, I didn't really know where to go. I ended up picking New York. They said if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
For sure.
I was out the military. I needed a new challenge in life. And then I just moved to New York.
Now, you're Puerto Rican, though.
Yeah, Puerto Rican and West African. Good mix.
So do you actually speak Spanish? Because I don't see the Puerto Rican.
No, I don't speak Spanish at all. I was born in Puerto Rico. I was born in Rio Piedra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only word I sound good saying.
You was interrupted you, Danny.
Yeah, no, I wanted to ask, what made you get out the Marine Corps? Because I was in the service myself, so I'm just curious, why'd you get out?
It just wasn't for me. I didn't want to stay in. I like doing my own thing. I've never really been able to keep a job. I've always been, I like being good at stuff. If I'm gonna scrub toilets, I'm gonna be the best toilet bowl scrubber. And then I want to move on and be better than whoever, and then just keep building. So I can't really listen to people after I feel like I got more than them, or I know more than them, or I'm better at it than them. It's kind of a struggle.
Yeah, I could
Now,
relate.
Paul, what are you getting out of this fight?
Oh, this fight's a win-win. It pays really well. There's going to be notoriety behind it. I'm definitely not flying across the world to get my ass whooped. So it will definitely put my name on the lap.
But it's a huge step up for you.
Yeah. That's what makes it fun. It's dangerous.
Okay.
I like stuff like that.
Okay. So when did you connect with Ishmael Salas, and why Salas? Why fly across the, country to come see Salas when there's some quality trainers in New York City?
I just needed something different. I do really well for myself now, so being in New York, it's tough to kind of stay on track because there's so much stuff I could get into.
Mm-hmm.
Being in Vegas, I don't really like gambling or anything like that. So it's easier to stay away from everything and just focus on training. The mountains are terrible, but great for training. And I like the way he trains southpaws. And all the Cuban fighters that I like Laura and Ugas, and like they're all over there. So it just made sense, like style-wise.
Now, what are some of the differences you've experienced being here in Vegas, training in Salas versus being in New York City? And where were you training in New York?
New York, I was at a few places. I was at Church Street Boxing Gym for a bit. I went to always back and forth to Morris Park Boxing Gym. I was training with Lou DeVal. And then what I've noticed difference in training, I would say, is it's a lot more structure here. I would say, like they call it the House of Fundamentals, and it's really structured like that. Like you're not just getting yelled at to do something; you're getting explained the purpose behind it, and there's a lot of repetition. And all the coaches are on the same page. They all fall under Ismail, but at the same time, they're all doing the same thing. Everybody helps each other grow rather than making it competitive in the gym. It's all about, hey, we all got to win. Hey, you're not turning your foot or you're throwing your jab not the right way. Do it like this. So there's constant instruction and intent.
So, I'm sure you're not, if you're not being asked these questions, these comments are in your comment section, right? Because it's like, again, Tommy's a huge step up. So I want you to walk me through some of these losses on your record and just tell me, what happened. Because obviously you need to give us an excuse. We need to believe in you and believe that you have a shot versus Tommy.
Yeah. First loss was in Mexico in Hermosillo. I don't really have an excuse. I got dropped. I won the entire fight. I got dropped like maybe the last 15 seconds, and I turned in amateur boxing, the way I was taught, like you walk back to your corner, turn around, tell the ref you good. That's exactly what I did, but because I turned my back, they called it off as a knockout. I had.
You were
the entire fight.
You were up on all three cards too.
And I got up before 10 seconds. It was
frustrating. I'm assuming.
Sounds
bit. Like it.
Yeah.
And then
no, listen, and I'm looking at it because guys come in here and Chris Colbert, he's from New York. He just suffered a loss and he looked at the guy's record and he's like, man, who's he fought? Who's he beat? And then boom, you know what I mean? He loses. So I'm looking at this guy. He's 0-4.
Yeah.
So it's like they're gonna make you a super underdog versus Tommy.
Yeah, you should bet on me. Make some money.
I want to make money. That's why I'm telling you, help me believe. See, like that one is believable. The scorecards are saying that you were up. I can hear the inexperience, like the belief of the story. Like, okay, an inexperienced guy. Because even AJ in the Ruiz fight, he suffered those moments, chewing on the gum shield. People didn't know. He showed signs of possibly not wanting to go forward. That's why the ref waved it off. So if you turn your back.
I went like literally walked to the corner, turned around, hands up. But that's the way I was taught with my very small amateur record. Walk back to your corner, turn around, hands up.
Only 4 fights, right? In the amateurs, that's crazy.
Yeah, see, in boxing, you can't turn that back. That's automatic knockdown, or they waving that fight off.
Yeah, I'm aware of that now.
But I would assume you learned from that one, but then you lost to someone 1-4. What the fuck happened there?
I think he was a lot better than people thought. To be completely honest, I give him credit. He was also sharp. He fought 6 times this year, so that helps.
But he lost his next fight.
He did because I hit him too much and too hard.
I need you to be using this. I need you to be using this shit as motivation. It's like he hadn't won in forever till he fought you.
Yep.
And now he's back to losing. That's got to fucking frustrate you because it bothers me. It's like, come on, he got one off you. He'd have been in that losing column consistently. Yeah. I'm hoping this is motivation because, listen, Tommy's not even a real fighter. That's why Jake wants him, But he does have the blood of the fighters. His father, his brother's a world champion. And, he has to know a thing or two about training for boxing, would you say?
Yeah, of course. You can't take that from the family. Yeah, that's their pedigree. They have all that.
But
he's not him.
He does have this. The misconception I would say is that he's like he introduced him, the Love Island star. People, don't know that they're not 100% certain he's a boxer. Is he a movie star? Is he a celebrity boxer? Or is he a fighter like his brother? We need you to tell us that.
I don't know too much about him. I'll be able to tell you more
on
about
fight
it.
night.
Yeah, I'll be able to do it then. I would say he has to know a bit about fighting, with who his brother is and all that. But I don't take nothing away from him. I'm just happy to have the opportunity. And then in my mind, I beat him. I get Jake Paul. The Jake Paul fight is literally named after me. If you think about it, it's Fury Bamba right now. It would be Paul Bamba if I got the Jake Paul fight. It's named after me. It's for me.
So it's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
But this is the biggest stage you've ever been on. Like, outside of fighting Tommy
1000%.
Fury, it's a Mayweather undercard, bro. Like,
Co-main event.
You landed on the biggest stage you could ever land. Like, has it been surreal? Because again, I mean, you were going to Mexico, Colombia.
Yeah.
The biggest fight you had was in Atlantic City. This is like night and day, man. I mean,
it's a little crazy. It
is. Shout out to Serafina. That is amazing, honestly.
And then my promoter,
you got a promoter,
Thomas Cornflake Lamana.
Oh.
He's the reason I was able to meet Serafina.
He's the reason he told me you was out here. I didn't know he was your promoter though.
Yeah,
That's
he's
my guy.
promoter. He's a great guy. He helps me out with the fights and stuff like that, and learning. Helps me get good sparring. He's always taking care of me.
That makes a lot of sense now with Salas.
Oh yes, yeah, because he trained with Solid, so he probably plugged you.
Yeah. It was. We thought it would be a good idea to get away from New York and the norms like that out of my way and come switch
because
it up.
this is a huge. If you win, it's like you said, you're a shoo-in for another big fight. And right now,
100%.
There's so many celebrity boxing, YouTube boxing things. I mean, the misfits are there, like, so you can cross back over to Dazn if this works out. You know what I'm saying? So,
of course.
Jesus, what's your family think? You're like on a Floyd, like this is amazing. Are you writing like an ebook? Like you go from, what is it? He said military, homelessness, entrepreneur. You're doing it big.
Came up in the system.
You're doing it so big that at 7 fights, you can relocate to Vegas, whole camp with a world-class trainer in Ishmael Salas, and then you land on the Mayweather undercard. That's insane. I'm thank you for coming in. I didn't even know. No, honestly. Again, we interacted a few times on Instagram a couple of years ago. Like, I didn't even know all of this. Like, especially, tell me about the entrepreneurship. Like, how'd that go? You went from homelessness to now being able to
because you kind of like
jumping around. I know.
Well, yeah, you kind of went like to the
I'm
fight.
excited.
No, I want to know about the $10 a round because you stopped them there. So I want to know.
Oh, so at Church Street Boxing Gym, it was Church Street Boxing Gym. If you to spar, you get like $10 a round. So clients could try to spar you, or you could spar with other fighters. You get $10. I hadn't been eating, and I was really miserable. I was going to soup kitchens and stuff. So I was like, oh, I could just last. I get $10. If I could do like that, like twice, that's $20. A few times a week, $100, and that's how I started making money. I wasn't great at boxing, so I switched with the entrepreneurship to teaching it. I'm very good at teaching. And that's how I sort of built my name throughout New York and with training people and stuff like that. And then when I was finally able to be in a comfortable spot financially, I started focusing on what I love. I really love fighting and taking my time and moving forward with that. And then when COVID happened, I had just did the Golden Gloves in NYC. I feel like I was going to win the whole thing. I had just won by a few stoppages, and then COVID canceled everything. So I was like, let me take the time and actually see what happens. Worst case scenario, I suck. Best case, I chase the dream, and I've just been going forward with it ever since.
Now, again, so I wanted to go back to like, what's your family saying? Because I'm sure in the beginning when you're like doing well, exactly. But now, I mean, I'm sure someone in your family has to be like, man, I'm glad you stuck with it because like you're on a Mayweather undercard.
Yeah, I would say like my cousins and like my peer group as far as family goes are happy about it. My aunts and uncles, not so much. They don't really. They're more like go to school.
And Do you have a significant other?
No.
Wow, so you getting to go to Dubai single. Are you extending?
I'm trying to work that out actually with my return flight. But yeah, that's the plan. Cause
first time, right?
It's crazy over there. Yeah.
Nice.
I want to enjoy it,
Bless,
soak
man,
it all
bless, man. Yeah, no. It would be better with a win, though. Imagine the celebration if you actually won.
When I win.
So yeah, I mean, look, I know Ishmael, he trains seriously. So if he took the task on, he must see something.
How's that been?
Yeah.
Because I know he's a very,
Unique individual.
He is. He's very he's super fun to be around, but very strict, very stern. If he says something, that's what you're doing. And he'll explain it to you, and he'll keep explaining it to you until you get it and you're not making that mistake. And that's what I really love about him, because a lot of trainers will just say something and some will be on their phone, some will be doing a bunch of other things. Like, everybody has full intent on making sure all the fighters there are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And I really like it.
So you like sparring with Yoelvis Gomez?
I've been, who?
Gomez, 6-0, 5 KOs. Cuban.
No, I haven't sparred with him, though.
Who have you?
Mendoza? Who you sparring with?
I've been moving around with a heavyweight named Kenny Ocean.
A heavyweight. Shit.
Yeah, he's like 275.
Damn.
Yeah, we working.
Kenny Ocean. That's new.
Kenny Ocean. He's an amateur fighter from New York. He's
amateur. Oh, you brought him with you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's good work. He's very good work. He always trying to fuck me up. So sorry.
No,
So-
you good. Totally could.
Yeah, he puts the pressure on me, and it's very good work. And he's bigger, so that helps. So that means that if I could take that, and take whatever he's bringing on fight night.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I see him.
So you're not sparring any of Salas's guys then?
Yeah, I move around. I've moved around with my boy Fresh. His name's Philip Kamaruch, I believe.
I feel like I just was introduced to him.
With a bunch of different people. It's I spar about like 3-4 times a week, depending on what they have planned, and we just keep it consistent and keep learning, and that's it.
What's
Putting me through the ringer.
What's the day in training look like? You know, a non-sparring day and a sparring day.
Non-sparring day, I'm probably up at like 4 a.m. I go run like Lone Mountain. I do a couple laps.
Team run or solo runs?
Nah, I'm by myself. I try to get my dog to come, but she's not really with it. She's kind of big.
What kind of dog you got?
Rottweiler.
Okay.
Yeah, she's old though. So I do that. I do a couple laps. I work on like some like defensive drills or any type of drills. Go home, eat. I'll be at the gym for about 9:30. Warm up. Start working out at 10. Be done around 12. Go eat. Go nap. Get another run in or another like light workout, depending on the day. Might be strength and if it's not sparring day, it's strength and conditioning. And if it is a sparring day, I try not to sleep in. But if I sleep in, then I'll run at night. If I'm not running before sparring.
You have a strength coach, or he has someone you working with, or you brought your own?
I have. I met him out here. He did. I think he strength trains Nico Ali as well. His name's Quincy. He's actually in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cool. He's very cool. I just met him, but he's got me working on a lot of things, making sure I'm fast, strong, all that good stuff.
Now, how long do you plan to stay in Vegas? Because I'm sure you're going to get out there a bit before to get adjusted to the time difference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any of those details yet. I'm all the way B-side. I'm just soaking it up, making sure I'm working hard.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, so
are you invited to the official press conference? I think that's Thursday, or is that just a Mayweather Deji thing?
Oh, no, I'll be there. I believe Tommy will be there as well.
What?
I believe so. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I ain't see no announcement of Tommy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And
So
I don't
if
even
that's
know.
the case, I don't know.
And
But
no,
I'll be there.
but that would be good for him from a publicity standpoint, because there are rumors that they can't get into the country.
The Furies.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
So if he's not there, I mean, if he'll be there, definitely a lot of cameras and an opportunity for you to, get your
Man,
name
shout out
out
to you,
there.
man. Congrats. This is huge.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
For
it.
real. Like, I hope you taking it 100% serious. This is like a huge opportunity that can open up so many more doors.
I feel like knowing that he's with Salas, he kind of ain't got a choice.
Oh, yeah? I would hope. I will hope.
Yeah, I have a bedtime. I'm taking it all the way serious.
What's your
Ooh.
bedtime?
8:30.
Okay.
I'm doing like everything. So that way, like, let's say it doesn't go my way, I don't win. I won't be able to complain about nothing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have a full blown plan. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have a really good team, nutritionist, everything. I have the means to make things work.
Wait, you got a nutritionist?
Yeah,
Okay.
Tyler Milton. He works with a lot of like UFC fighters and boxers and stuff like that. He's very, very good.
So he's just giving you advice, or that he's actually cooking for you?
Nah, just advice. He's out somewhere else. But I have like the meal plans and stuff. Like I like to cook my own food. Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, everything's broken down. I was able to make weight very easy my last fight. So I have everything I need. The only thing that could stop me is me. And like I said, I'm a Marine, so like there's not too much mental things that are gonna like mess with me. Like I'm fighting a 23-year-old kid. Like, so yeah, he might be bigger, stronger, all that. But if it comes to like a mental battle, it's mine, hands down.
So because of the people you've been fighting, I'm not sure whether the power is real. You know, I'm kind of in that Chris Colbert phase.
You could
Look
say
who
the
he's
same
fought.
for him though too.
No, I'm not worried about him. I want you to win. You from America. You feel me? So it's like, what is Salas saying now that you're with him? Does he think you have pop?
He thinks I got good power and big balls because I'm always coming forward. That's what he told me. And I learn quick. That's, yeah.
Good.
What have been some of the things, just being in Vegas, being around Salas, being around some of the guys that are in his gym, just some of the things that you've been able to pick up, and obviously without saying too much, but just tools that you were able to add to the toolbox?
A lot. I would say the attention to detail there, and you'll get it from everybody. And they'll all be saying the same thing, but a bit differently, which makes it that much more believable too, I guess you could say. Like you have confidence in it. From everything from movement to setting up shots, not just trying to dig in, make everything hard. It's just a huge learning curve. I'm very blessed to be able to be there because they don't just like let everybody in there. So that's another thing too.
Yeah, they they do not.
Yeah.
But the entrepreneurship, obviously, that's something that we wanted to talk about as well. Ness might know more than me, but just kind of give us some background on how you got started with that. And
Well, he said it was he's trained. He trains.
Yeah, through training people, I came up with a concept. I'm big on tough love. So I'm very militant. So we do sport, mind, body. So if you could take care of all these three things and you can encompass all three things within yourself, you should be good because fitness is important. It's important to look good, feel good, but it's also really important to take care of your mental, making sure you're taking the time to meditate, no matter how terrible that might sound, and to really have a good mental fortitude to you, as well as being able to work out, as well as having the aesthetic to what you want. So we came up with a program that encompasses you'll have like HIIT, yoga and meditation. It's all broken down into a workout. So you go in there pumped up, you leave nice and cool down, level-headed. And we were able to turn that into an app. It's called Trifecta Strong. You can download the app. We have a bunch of great instructors, other fighters, like UFC fighter Jessie Jess. She's in there. She's one of our instructors. Yoga, meditation, HIIT, boxing. Yeah, boxing with me. That might be a bit more popular now. And just everything. You have it in your phone. So kind of like Peloton, but you're actually learning from people that actually know what they're talking about. So they're like an expert in their own field,
Nice.
so to speak.
So how has it been for you taking direction? I mean, you're used to giving it.
Oh, now, well, I don't mind. Like, if I don't know something, I could hate somebody. I'll listen to them if I know it's going to make me smarter. Like, I never want to be the same person I was like 2 minutes ago. Like, I'm always trying to improve something or get a bit better at it. So it's not terrible. It's a bit disheartening after you get your ass whipped in sparring or something. You got to hear it. But it's very good for you, and it's just going to help make me better. So I don't mind too much at all. I more don't like the direction like, hey, like go take out the trash or like wake up at 5 a.m. and run 10 miles with the rest of your squad, like that in the military. But
So do you see yourself continuing the personal training, or now that it's kind of on the app,
Nah.
you don't have to, right? Or are those sessions live and you have to pre-record them and upload them?
They're both. We have the ability to go live, and they're also pre-recorded, so they're on demand, if you will.
I'm sure that boomed for you, especially in that New York City area during COVID, because
It
you know
helped
you
out
guys
quite a
were
bit.
on super restrictions in New York and New Jersey.
Yeah, besides Peloton, my company was the only company in the U.S. that was able to teach. I think we had over 50, 60 live classes a week with different instructors. So it was able to help keep it helped the brand grow a bit, because other places were struggling with it, or they didn't know how they could get it done. But we were already headed in that direction to be on an online platform. So it was just, it worked out.
So you
really
do
well.
have a physical location.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
So I know in New York there's like I don't know, I want to call it like an easy pass. Wrong word.
Oh, ClassPass. Yeah.
Where I pay and I can go to multiple gyms in the city, right?
Yeah.
Is your gym
No.
part of, why not?
Price point, I would say price point would be why not, but also.
But isn't that a one-time thing? Like once they do the class pass, they can't do it again, right? It's like to.
Oh no, they can continue to go, which is why it might.
I
not
thought
be
the
enough.
class pass was more like, you know, you pay this monthly fee, you get to go to all these things, but it's so that you can kind of experience them and see which one you like and don't like, then decide to go full-time with one. But you're saying.
No, you get a certain amount of points each month based off what subscription you choose. And then from there, let's say if you have 50 points for the month, my class might be, it was up there, so it didn't make sense for ClassPass. We charged about 25 points. So if you only have 50 points for the month, now you can only go here twice or maybe like 2 other spots, because they range from anywhere from 6 to like 25 points.
Okay.
So you can continuously go to other places. You could get massages with it and stuff like that. I use ClassPass for like, I've started doing like yoga and stuff like that to stay relaxed, and that's why I use it.
No, I mean, I guess it's amazing that you don't need it, because most fitness businesses in New York do use it. But if you're getting your foot traffic another way and you're doing well without it, amen. But that's interesting, man. That's nice. So, but you're saying you want to move away from it.
Yeah.
Why?
I love teaching people, but I don't like getting paid to do it anymore. Like if I'm going to teach somebody, if it's one of my friends that actually want to get into boxing, I would enjoy that, so I would do it. Or if it's like kids classes, or we do a lot of women's self-defense stuff like that, where it's empowering, like, then yeah, cool, I'll enjoy it, because you get to see the confidence like permeate into other aspects of their life. But if it's just somebody that just wants to pay me to hit pads and think they're going to be like Mayweather, like, nah, I'm all set. I don't want to do that.
So what would you do moving forward? Is it full-time boxing from now on?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, I would say, since the beginning of this year. I've focused more on boxing than my business, getting into it, because I know I'm still learning on the go. I'm still a bit green, so I know like I'm realistic about my goals and stuff that I'm doing. I know I can't just jump from where I'm at to all of a sudden I'm fighting like a Bivol or somebody like that's just, there's no longevity in that.
Well, let me tell you, you jumped. This is a Superman leap, not the talent.
Yeah.
You know, Tommy isn't a world beater, but you jumped on a huge stage to be 7 fights in. Like, I hope it does. The atmosphere doesn't get to you. It's a Mayweather fight too. Like the biggest thing that I think is saving you is going to be in
Dubai.
In Dubai. I was about to say Abu Dhabi, whatever. But because it's there, it's not going to be the normal Mayweather crowd that can probably make you a little bit anxious. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a limited.
Nah, crowds don't make me anxious.
Shit, a Mayweather crowd, bro? Come on.
Fight night, I would say the fight is easier than the work up to the fight, because the only thing that messes with my head, mainly with sparring and stuff, is getting yelled at for the things I do wrong. Your coach is just trying to make sure you win when you fight, so I'm just focused on like not getting fucked up and like doing my job. I don't really pay attention to the crowd and stuff like that at all.
Again,
I know it's different.
The fights that you've been on ain't been these. Like, you gonna look in the crowd and probably see faces celebrities or something.
Royalty.
It's different.
You feel
bro.
me? You
It's-
might see a few billionaires ringside.
Yeah, man. You are on the big stage with this fight, so congrats for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. Do you have any other questions for him? I'm pretty much tapped out.
Yeah. When can we come see you train?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I mean,
anytime. I usually train in. I'm at Solace Gym like sometimes on Saturdays, Monday through Friday, from at least 9 to 12, pretty much every day, 9:30 to 12.
Well, we'll take
Actually,
a
good time slot.
quick
for us.
intermission, and we're gonna have to hope that Brian doesn't mind taking this picture. Yeah, just throw up any Kenichi Bear or something. But want to give out your social media
yes.
before we roll?
Oh, social media, you can follow me on @BambaJuice. And also if you want to check out the workouts or anything like that, @Trifecta Strong. And that's it.
Oh, I just figured it out. It's a play on Jamba Juice.
Yes. Yes, my man. Yes.
Yo, I'm late to the party.
Jamba Juice with the B. Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Good. Not a lot of people get that.
We got a late super chat, but he said, how was she? To family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.